So balotelli!
It's Balotelli. Can he score? He does.
Hi, my name's Les Chapman and I was the kit man during the time that Mario Balotelli was at the club. Mario was a pretty unique guy. He was a real one-off. He was, contrary to popular belief, he was a bright guy who did some bizarre things. Very unpredictable. You just didn't know what he was going to do next. Very, very talented player. Very much an individual, and sometimes that was to the detriment of the team, but there was no doubt in his ability. A lot of players at that time wore compression shirts, especially when the weather was cold, and a lot of the times they asked me to print things on them, whether it was family birthday or things like that. And the particular week was the Monday before the Manchester United derby at the weekend at Old Trafford. Mario pulled me on one side in the morning and said he wanted me to print something up on his compression shirt for the game. I said, well, you can't print anything that's controversial, you can't print anything that's going to be offensive to the United fans or anybody really. He thought for a minute or two and then he came out with one or two things and I said, no Mario, no, I don't think that's appropriate. And then it was him actually who just came out with it, out of the blue. He just said, what about why always me? As soon as he said it, I knew that was the one. So the game day, the game itself, I'm in the dressing room obviously supplying all the players with whatever they need. Mario had his Why Always Me shirt on his pile, and I can remember him putting on one or two glances from the other lads. The game started and of course he scored the first goal. I think James Milner pulled the ball back from the left-hand side to the edge of the box and Mario calmly side-footed it past the goalkeeper, and that was our first goal in what turned out to be a resounding victory. But the problem, he lifted his shirt above his head, which in the eyes of the referees is not correct, so he got booked. If he'd have just lifted it up to his chin, he would have been fine, but the reason he got booked was... But I did tell Mario before the game just to lift it chin height and not above his head, but of course, Mario being Mario. I knew it was the perfect thing that he wanted printed on his shirt for the game. It was a remarkable result, especially at Old Trafford. There's been some tight derbies over the years, but that was a resounding victory. That particular result and that particular Why Always Me incident resounded across the world in 24 hours.